Long ago, in a quiet African village surrounded by golden fields and ancient trees, there lived a poor orphan boy named Erie. Erie owned almost nothing in this world. Nothing except a drum. It was not an ordinary drum. It had once belonged to his father. And when Erie played it, something magical happened. Whenever his hands touched the drum, the sound rolled across the village like thunder. Farmers stopped working. Children stopped playing. Even the wind seemed to pause. Villagers would gather silently, amazed by the music. Some elders whispered among themselves, "This boy must be touched by the goddess of drums." One afternoon, Erie sat beneath a huge baobab tree. He began to play. Boom, 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 boom. The rhythm grew stronger. The music danced through the air. People left their farms. Women dropped their baskets. Children ran laughing toward the sound. Soon the entire village surrounded Erie. They danced, they clapped, they celebrated. But on that day, someone very unexpected arrived. The king's daughter, Princess Annika, had never heard such music before. The drum seemed to speak directly to her heart. She followed the sound until she saw Erie, a poor boy, sitting under the baobab tree. Their eyes met, and in that moment, something powerful began. From that day forward, Princess Annika secretly returned to the baobab tree. Erie tried to resist her kindness. One evening, he told her softly, "Princess, this cannot happen. You belong to a palace. I belong to the dust of the village." But love does not listen to reason. Under the baobab tree, they met again and again. They shared stories. They sang songs. Erie even played special rhythms only for her. Slowly, deeply, they fell in love. But secrets rarely stay hidden. Soon whispers reached the palace. The king heard the news. His daughter, in love with a poor drummer? King Moja was furious. He had already planned her marriage. She was supposed to marry the son of a neighboring king. It would strengthen both kingdoms. But this poor boy threatened everything. The king gathered his advisors. One elder spoke carefully. "Your Majesty, arrest the boy. Beat him and warn him to stay away." The king agreed. That night, soldiers came for Erie. They dragged him away. He was thrown into prison, beaten, and warned, "If you ever see the princess again, you will die." When Erie was finally released, he walked slowly back to the village. His body was weak, but his heart was even heavier. Erie tried to stay away. He avoided the baobab tree. He stopped playing his drum in public, but Princess Annika refused to give up. She searched for him. She found him. She begged him, "Do not leave me." And once again, they met beneath the baobab tree. Villagers watched with worry. Everyone knew this love could end badly. But love is stubborn. When the king heard the news again, his anger exploded like a storm. This time, he gave a terrible order. "Kill the boy." The guards carried out the command, and the village drummer, Erie, was gone. From that day forward, Princess Annika went to the baobab tree every day. She cried. She sat there for hours. Sometimes the villagers heard her whispering, "If only I had listened. Maybe you would still be alive." Her tears soaked the ground beneath the ancient tree. But Erie's story was not finished. His spirit entered the land of the ancestors. There he spoke to the gods. "Please," he begged, Let me return to the world of the living, not as a man, but as a bird, so I may comfort the one I love." The gods listened, and they agreed. One morning, Princess Anika sat beneath the Baobab tree, her eyes filled with tears. Suddenly, a strange and beautiful bird landed on a branch above her. It had bright, colorful feathers, and then it began to sing. The song was familiar. It was the same melody Erie used to play for her. The princess gasped, "Erie, is that you?" The bird sang again, and she knew. The gods watched from the heavens. They saw the princess's endless grief. They saw her love, and their hearts softened. So they performed one final miracle. Princess Anika slowly transformed into a bird. Bright wings spread across the sky, and together, the two birds flew away, free at last. The villagers say that even today, if you walk past an old baobab tree in the African countryside, you might see two colorful birds flying together, singing softly to one another. And the elders will tell you, those are not ordinary birds. That is Erie and the princess, a love that even kings and death itself could not destroy.